Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Software Quality Assurance. This is a graduate level course offered by the Virtual University of Pakistan, and it covers a very interesting area of research and practice in the software engineering profession. Well, before we go into details of this course, let's have an introduction. My name is Dr. Ghulam Ahmed Farrukh, and we have met before. That is, if you have taken the Software Requirements Engineering course here in Virtual University. In that course, which was also a very exciting course, we talked about requirements engineering and its associated issues. But in this course, we will talk about yet another very interesting topic, as I said, is software quality assurance. In this lecture, we will have the basic introduction of what quality is, and we'll set the parameters of the rest of the semester. So let's begin without wasting much time about the goals of this course. We are going to talk about quality assurance aspects of software products and services. As you are very well aware of the fact that this world economy is moving towards automation with a speed which has never been exercised or seen before. So we as computer professionals, software engineering professionals, should be well aware of different areas of research and practice which can improve the quality of our software products as well as the services that are provided through the use of software programs. And in this course, we will learn those techniques and we'll learn different aspects of software quality. And I assure you that I expect that all of you will enjoy this course, studying as much as I will enjoy teaching this course, or even reading and thinking about this course. Now let's look at how how this course will play out. In the first few lectures, we will talk about the fundamentals of software quality. We will see what quality is, we will see what software quality assurance is, and what are the different kinds of issues and problems that we face when we try to introduce these concepts into our processes. It's not a very simple, straightforward, and easy way there's no simple and straightforward and easy way to introduce these concepts into our ways of doing software development. The second phase, which is the larger chunk of the course, will cover software quality concepts as they relate to different processes and activities in the software development life cycle. So for example, we will talk about software quality as it relates to requirements engineering. We'll talk about software quality as it relates to software design. And we will talk about software quality as it relates to testing, to configuration management, and fundamentally on what impact software quality has on actually programming and development of the software product. Now, as you have guessed, that this is something which does not only deal with programming. That is, software quality is something that deals with all the aspects of or all the phases of software development activities. And that is one thing that I would like you to take away from this lecture today, that software quality has to be our aim. Software quality has to be part of our way of developing software systems. In the third part of the course, we will talk about different topics. We'll look at different processes and research areas which are related to software quality assurance. We will try to look at different processes which have been implemented to improve the quality of software products and software services, and they require the software developers, be that individuals or be they companies, to make fundamental changes in the way they develop software. And so when we think about software quality, we should think about improving our ways of developing software. This is very important. We cannot expect to have high quality software products or to offer high quality software services without changing and without improving the way we do software business, the way we develop software products. So this has to be understood by all software engineering professionals, that if we are serious about developing high quality software, then we should make changes in the way we do software development. And that applies to individuals, and that applies to companies as a whole. Now let's begin this semester with some fundamental concepts of what quality is and what software quality is. I can assure you one thing, and that is that if you take this course seriously, and if you try to learn the concepts that we discuss here and implement them in your professional life, these concepts, these tools and techniques, and these processes will have a profound impact, a profound positive impact on your professional lives. You will be a better computer scientist. You will be a better software engineer. So there is nothing to lose to pay attention to these very exciting, yet sometimes controversial, and we will talk about why these are controversial in our later lectures. But these very important and very fundamental concepts of software quality assurance. Now, a question to you is, can you define what software quality is? You must be thinking in your minds, what kind of question is this? It is very easy to define what software quality is. But if you think really hard, it is not that easy to define quality. Now, in your minds, you must have come up with some sort of definition of what quality is. Let's see what I have in mind, or what the some of the researchers have in mind when they talk about software quality. Now you are seeing on your screen the synonyms of the word quality. I have listed 6 of them. There is excellence, there is superiority. The word class is also defined as a synonym for quality. Then there is eminence, there is value, and there is worth. तो अभी आपने स्लाइड देखी है, उसमें मुख्तलिफ जो अल्फाज जिनको हम इक्वेट कर सकते हैं या जो सिनोनिम्स हैं क्वालिटी के, वो आपके सामने आपने देखे हैं. उनमें एक एक्सेलेंस है, उनमें एक एमिनेंस है, उनमें एक सुपीरियरिटी है, उस तरह एक वर्थ है, ये वैल्यू है. अब अगर इन 6 अल्फाज पे आप गौर करें जो कि अभी आपको मैंने दिखाए थे, तो आपको पता लगेगा कि क्वालिटी के भी मुख्तलिफ मानी हो सकते हैं. تو یہ ڈپینڈ کرتا ہے کہ جو لفظ جس کانٹیکسٹ میں آیا ہے اس کے کیا ریفرنس میں کیا معنی ہے، اس کانٹیکسٹ میں اس کے کیا معنی ہے. تو اسی لحاظ سے جب ہم سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کی بات کرتے ہیں تو وہاں پر بھی اس کی بات یا اس کے معنی بدل جائیں گے یا بدلتے رہتے ہیں. سو اٹ از ویری امپورٹنٹ دیٹ یو انڈرسٹینڈ دی کانسیپٹ آف کوالٹی ود رسپیکٹ ٹو دا کانٹیکسٹ وی آر ڈسکسنگ اٹ. سو یہ ایک چیز ہے جس کو آپ کو تھرو آؤٹ دی کورس یاد رکھنا چاہیے، بلکہ تھرو آؤٹ یور پروفیشنل لائف یہ یاد رکھنا چاہیے کہ کوالٹی کوئی ایک اسٹیٹک چیز نہیں ہے. وی کین ویو کوالٹی فرام ڈفرنٹ پرسپیکٹوس، اینڈ the way the perspective from which we will view the word quality, or we will view a product from a quality standpoint, that perspective will define whether this product is of high quality or of low quality. اب انہی ورڈس کو اگر ہم دوبارہ ایک دفعہ دیکھیں تو بعض جگہوں پہ یہ لگتا ہے کہ اٹ مینس دا بیسٹ تھنگ پاسبل، اور جہاں پر ویلیو کی بات آتی ہے یا ورتھ کی بات آتی ہے وہاں ہم یہ دیکھتے ہیں کہ اس کی کچھ فائنینشیل ٹرمز کے اندر بھی بات ہو رہی ہے. اور دا سیم تھنگ ول اپلائی ٹو سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی، جیسا کہ ہم دیکھیں گے لیٹر ان دا لیکچر ٹوڈے. اب یہ تو کانسیپٹ ہو گیا کہ جی ہاؤ کوالٹی از ڈیفائنڈ، دا ورڈ کوالٹی از ڈیفائنڈ جنرلی اسپیکنگ. اب ہم دیکھتے ہیں کہ ہاؤ کوالٹی از ناٹ ڈیفائنڈ. تو اگر آپ ڈکشنری دیکھیں تو آپ کو پتہ لگے گا کہ کوالٹی کا جو اینٹونیم ہے وہ انفیریورٹی ہے. اینڈ سو ون تھنگ از کلیئر دیٹ کوالٹی از سم تھنگ which is not, and I'm defining it to negative, quality is something which is not inferiority. تو ہم یہ کہہ سکتے ہیں بڑے وثوق کے ساتھ، بڑے کانفیڈنس کے ساتھ، کہ جو کوالٹی ہے وہ ایک تھرڈ کلاس چیز نہیں ہے. کوالٹی لازماً جس ٹرم میں بھی آپ یوز کریں گے، جس ریفرنس سے بھی آپ اس کو دیکھیں گے، would be a first class thing. جیسا کہ ابھی سینونمس میں ہم نے دیکھا تھا کہ ایک جو سینونم تھا کوالٹی کا وہ کلاس بھی تھا، اور ٹپکلی جب ہم کلاس کو اسٹینڈ الون یوز کرتے ہیں اس کا یہی مطلب ہوتا ہے کہ اٹس فرسٹ کلاس تھنگ، سم تھنگ وچ از ویری گڈ. تو اب آپ نے دیکھا کہ جیسا میں نے اس ڈسکشن کے شروع ہونے سے پہلے کہا تھا کہ جسٹ ٹو ڈیفائن کوالٹی ان آئسولیشن از ویری ڈیفیکلٹ. لیکن ایک چیز کے اوپر اب ہم نے ایگریمنٹ کر لیا ہے، اور وہ یہ ہے کہ وین وی ٹاک اباؤٹ کوالٹی وی ٹاک اباؤٹ سم تھنگ وچ از آف ویلیو، سم تھنگ which is of high class, which excels, which stands out from the rest of the crowd, and which has some financial worth. There are some things in the world which you can create, but at the end of the day, they are quote unquote worthless. But quality is not one of them, or a product having quality is not one of them. And one thing we are also sure, that quality is not inferiority. It is not something which is low-lying. It is not something which we don't want in our products, in our services. So let's continue our discussion with, and enhance our discussion with reference to software quality. And there's another thing, before I go deeper into that concept, is that everyone claims to manufacture or develop or sell or market good quality products or services. That is because when you associate the term quality with a product or service, it means that it is worth something. It means that it is it stands out from the rest of the similar products or services. You will never come across, at least I haven't come across, a person or a company selling products or services and claiming that they are low quality products or services, or these products or services are of poor quality. And so there is a concept of marketability with the word quality. So if a product or a service has to be marketable to the potential users and potential clients and customers, it has to be of high quality. And that is something which everyone understands. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that. You go to a small vendor, you go to a small shop in any town, in any country of the world, and you just say that I need a high quality product of this kind. And they will say, okay, this product is of good quality, this is better quality, and this is best quality. And in some cases they will say this product is of very poor quality. And so this term has become synonym with the perception in the marketplace. And so when we talk about software quality, we have to be extra confident and extra sure about offering our services and offering our products, whether they really have software quality, high quality in them or not. And that is something you and I, as software professionals, have to worry about on a daily basis. تو اب ہم دیکھتے ہیں کہ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کیا ہے. Simply put, software quality is quality as it relates to all aspects of software. لیکچر کے شروع میں بریفلی میں نے بتایا تھا کہ ہم ایک سبسٹینشیل ٹائم جو ہے اس کورس کا وہ یہ اس چیز کے اوپر صرف کریں گے کہ مختلف ایکٹیویٹیز جو سافٹ ویئر ڈیولپمنٹ لائف سائیکل میں ہیں اس کے ساتھ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کا کیا تعلق ہے اور کس طرح وہ افیکٹ ہوتی ہیں، ایک دوسرے کو افیکٹ کرتے ہیں. Now let's discuss this in a little bit more detail. سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کس طرح ریکوائرمنٹس کے اوپر امپیکٹ کرتی ہے، سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کا ڈیزائن کے اوپر کیا امپیکٹ ہے، ڈیزائن کو کیسے ہم بہتر کر سکتے ہیں سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی ایڈ کرنے کے لیے. کوڈنگ کرتے وقت ہمیں کوالٹی کے حوالے سے کن پریکاشنز کا ذہن میں رکھنا پڑتا ہے، کن پریکٹسز کو اڈاپٹ کرنا پڑتا ہے اور کن بیڈ پریکٹسز کو ہمیں چھوڑنا چاہیے. اسی طرح سافٹ ویئر ٹیسٹنگ کا کوالٹی ایشورنس کے ساتھ یا سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کے ساتھ کیا تعلق ہے. اور اکثر یہ ایک مس انڈرسٹوڈ کانسیپٹ ہے کہ یوزولی ہمارے انڈسٹری میں جب پوچھا جائے کہ آپ کیا کرتے ہیں تو وہ کہتے ہیں جس میں سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی ایشورنس کا کام کرتا ہوں. تو جب ڈیٹیل سے پتہ کیا جائے کہ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی ایشورنس میں کیا کام کرتے ہیں تو پتہ لگتا ہے کہ صرف ٹیسٹنگ کرتے ہیں. حالانکہ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی ایشورنس جو ہے وہ ایک براڈر ایریا ہے اور ٹیسٹنگ کے ساتھ اس کو ایکویٹ کر دینا درست نہیں ہے. اسی طرح ایک بہت بڑی غلطی ہمارے پروفیشن میں یہ ہو جاتی ہے کہ ہم ڈاکومنٹس کو سافٹ ویئر کا حصہ نہیں سمجھتے اور ڈاکومنٹس کی کوالٹی کو اتنی امپورٹنس نہیں دیتے جتنی اس کو دینے کی ضرورت ہے. تو جب ہم بات کرتے ہیں سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کی تو ہمیں یہ ذہن میں بھی رکھنا چاہیے کہ ڈاکومنٹس کی بھی اپنی ایک کوالٹی ہوتی ہے. اسی طرح ڈیٹا کی ایک بڑی کوالٹی ہوتی ہے اور بڑی امپورٹنس ہے کہ ڈیٹا کی کوالٹی کے اوپر بھی ایمفسس دیا جائے اور نہ صرف ایمفسس دیا جائے بلکہ انشور کیا جائے کہ جو ڈیٹا ہے وہ گڈ کوالٹی کا ہو. اور اس کے اوپر ہم آگے ایک لیکچر میں بات کریں گے. اور اسی طرح ٹریننگ کے اوپر بھی کوالٹی کا کیا امپیکٹ ہے یا کس طرح کوالٹی ٹریننگ کرنی ہے یا کس طرح ہائی کوالٹی مٹیریل تیار کرنا ہے ٹریننگ کے لیے. تو یہ وہ ساری چیزیں ہیں جو کہ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کے ساتھ ریلیٹڈ ہیں. ہم صرف یہ نہیں کہہ سکتے کہ ہمیں صرف پروگرامنگ سے یا کوڈنگ ٹیکنیک سے کو امپروو کرنے سے ہائی کوالٹی مل سکتی ہے، لیکن ہم یہ ضرور کہہ سکتے ہیں کہ جب تک ہم تمام سافٹ ویئر انجینئرنگ کی ایکٹیویٹیز کو، جن میں ریکوائرمنٹس کی ڈیٹیلڈ ایکٹیویٹیز شامل ہیں، جس میں ڈیزائن کی ڈیٹیلڈ ایکٹیویٹیز شامل ہیں، جس میں کوڈنگ کی کمپریہنسو اور فنڈامنٹلی امپورٹنٹ ایکٹیویٹی شامل ہے، ٹیسٹنگ کی بہت امپورٹنٹ ایکٹیویٹیز شامل ہیں، ڈاکومنٹیشن ہے، ٹریننگ ہے، اسی طرح جو امبریلا ایکٹیویٹیز ہیں، سافٹ ویئر کنفیگوریشن مینجمنٹ ہے، پروجیکٹ مینجمنٹ ہے، پروجیکٹ پلاننگ ہے، ان تمام چیزوں کا سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کے ساتھ تعلق ہے. یہ ایک دوسرے کو افیکٹ کرتی ہیں. اگر آپ کے پاس ریسورسز کم ہیں اور آپ کوالٹی پہ کمپرومائز نہیں کرنا چاہتے، تو اس کے لازماً رزلٹس ایسے ہوں گے جس سے ہم فیور فنکشنالٹی ڈیولپ کر پائیں گے، یا پھر ہمارے ہیومن ریسورسز کے اوپر بہت زیادہ ایک پریشر ہوگا. سو اٹس اے ویری ایکسائٹنگ ایریا جس کو ابھی تک انڈسٹری نے پوری طرح سمجھا نہیں ہے. اور میں آپ کو ایک لیکچر میں بتاؤں گا کہ کیا وجہ ہے کہ ابھی تک کمپنیز جو ہیں وہ اس اہم ایریا کی طرف پوری طرح نہیں متوجہ ہو سکیں. یہ تو ہو گیا کہ جی براڈ پرسپیکٹو کے سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کا کیا ہے فرام دی فریم ورک پوائنٹ آف ویو، کہ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی تمام چیزوں کے اوپر افیکٹ کرتی ہے یا تمام چیزیں کے اوپر اس کا افیکٹ ہوتا ہے، اور وہ تمام سروسز یا ایکٹیویٹیز جو ہم سافٹ ویئر ڈیولپمنٹ لائف سائیکل میں پرفارم کرتے ہیں ان کا بھی کوالٹی کے اوپر افیکٹ ہوتا ہے. تو اٹس ناٹ جسٹ ون وے، اٹس اے ٹو وے ریلیشن شپ. تو اب ہم بات کرتے ہیں کہ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کو ڈیفائن کیسے کیا جائے. جیسا کہ ابھی ہم کچھ دیر پہلے ڈسکس کر کے آئے کہ کوالٹی کو ڈیفائن کرنا مشکل ہے، تو سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کو بھی ڈیفائن کرنا مشکل ہوگا، نیچرل بات ہے. تو ہم کہہ سکتے ہیں کہ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی از سم وٹ لائک دی کانسیپٹ آف بیوٹی. ایچ آف us has a very strong opinion about what constitutes beauty. And we recognize it when we see it. But if you are asked to explain exactly what beauty is, we regard an object as beautiful. We say that this is beautiful, this flower is beautiful. But why is it beautiful? Or what are the factors that involve it in making that object or flower beautiful? We cannot often describe that in words. And so we can say that, okay, I know this is beautiful because I like it, and I cannot tell you, I cannot describe you, but I can show you that this is beautiful. And so the same thing applies to software quality. Now, this statement of mine may actually sound funny to non-IT professionals, or to users of, or those who are not users of software products or services. But IT professionals, as well as users of software products and services, will fully understand what I'm saying. And this is exactly what I had said, that one finds at loss of words to describe the concept that I'm trying to describe. What we can do, however, is that we can define characteristics of software quality. we can say that if these factors, if these characteristics are included in a product or a service which is based on software, then this constitutes a high quality software product or service. And on the other hand, we can also say that if we find any of these other characteristics, then there's a possibility that this software product or service will be of poor quality. So we can actually define the attributes or characteristics, both good and bad, and that can help us identify the quality of software product and services. However, there is an interesting observation that I would like to make at this point, and that is that these attributes relate to both the product and the process of software development. Since this is a subject, an area, a topic that we will cover in a different lecture, I would like to identify 6 areas or 6 factors which can help us in defining what software quality is. Remember our discussion a few minutes ago when we talked about the perspectives on quality. If you keep that in mind, it will be a lot easier for us to see what software quality is. तो अभी आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हैं सॉफ्टवेयर क्वालिटी की एक डेफिनेशन that says low levels of defects when deployed, ideally approaching 0. Let me read that again. Low levels of defects when deployed, ideally approaching 0. Now let's see what this definition of software quality means. One thing has to be understood is that, and that is that if you are developing large systems, there will be defects in your products no matter what. That is just the nature of software products and services. Except for very small toy assignment type applications, it is impossible to remove software defects from the products completely. So we do not want to say that our product does not include any defect. That is a claim which we cannot back. So we very carefully say that ideally we should have no defects in our products, but we realize that practically it is not possible. Software is developed by humans, and because of the nature of the software, it is usually not possible to eliminate all the defects or bugs from the software product. But what we can say and what we can try is that we would have minimum number of defects when the product is deployed. There is also a very interesting observation that you can make, is that we are not saying that the product should have low level of defects when in use. We are saying low level of defects when deployed. That is, we would want our defects to be removed from the software product before it is given to the customer for actual use in the field. Before that time, the products remain with the development team and they remain the responsibility of the software development team. So we are taking this responsibility on ourselves, on the IT professionals, on the computer science professionals, that we would want to remove defects. So if you look at this definition again, the perspective of this definition of software quality is that of a software engineer. For example, I wouldn't want any product to have any defects ideally. But since I just said that that's not possible, so I can work hard and improve my development strategies to ensure that when my products are used by the customers, they would have a very small number of defects, a very low defect density in the software product. And how we assure that is something that we will learn throughout this course. Now let's look at another definition of software quality. Now you can see on the screen another definition of software quality, and I read, high reliability or the capability of running without crashes or strange results. Think about it for a second. Let me read this again. High reliability or the capability of running without crashes or strange results. As you had just seen and heard me also, that this is another perspective on software quality. This perspective, if you carefully analyze this definition, deals with the fact that the product has been deployed and given to the customer, and the customer is using it and expect it to continue to use it without accidental crashes, without having to reboot the system just because our product didn't behave nicely. And fundamentally this happens because the development was not carried out in a very professional manner. Of course, if there is a virus attack, or of course if there is an external security threat that kills our application, this can happen, that a product which is running on a system may crash. But if it crashes because of the faults, because of the defects, because of the errors that were left in the product, then it is something that IT or software professionals should not be very proud of. Accidental errors are okay, and as we said, discussed a few minutes ago, that it's not really possible to eliminate all the errors, but certainly it is possible to eliminate quite many of them, and a large number of them actually. And so that requires professionalism. But to focus here on software quality from another point of view, from another perspective, that a product which is highly reliable is a product which we can see as having high quality. And that is usually one of the reasons that if you go to small shops and you go to different vendors, these are the opinions that those people provide you, that you can trust this product. This product is reliable. It is my job, and it is your job as IT people to ensure that same trust is achieved for software quality products, for software products. As a profession, as an industry, we have a lot of ground to cover. Because of unknown and because of numerous reasons, the industry has not focused on developing high quality products in the last 4 decades or so. But now is the time that we do that, and now is the time that as a whole the industry should take responsibility for this. Now let's look at another definition of software quality. You can see on the screen the software quality is defined as a majority of clients with high user satisfaction when surveyed. This is also an interesting perspective on software quality. Let's give it a second to think about it. A majority of clients with high user satisfaction when surveyed. So if you give a little bit more thought to this definition, this is the ultimate definition of software quality. Let's say I want to buy a car, and I had previously owned cars made by different companies, and I have been in love with those products. I have been in love with different kinds of models and makes. There is no way that I'm going to change that company and I'm going to become disloyal to that company, given that I have the money to buy the product that I want. This is the ultimate definition of software quality, that a customer loves it. The customer is extremely satisfied with the use of the product. And as IT professional, this is my goal. And you would agree with me that that should be your goal, that when you develop software products for your customers and your clients, or customers and your clients would also have the same feeling about the products that we have developed for them, that they love our products and they wouldn't go to any other competitor because whatever they want in their product is available to their satisfaction. So if you ask me what is the ultimate definition of software quality, I will point out that this is the ultimate definition of software quality. But we will continue to look at other ones as well. Now, as you can see on the screen, there is another definition, a little bit technical than the ones that we had seen just now. It reads, a structure that can minimize bad fixes or insertion of new defects during repairs. Now, this is a little bit more technical, but you can understand it very well. A software structure that can minimize bad fixes or insertion of new defects during repairs. This definition is quite a bit technical as compared to the one we just saw and talked about. This deals with the construction of software structures such that we don't add new errors to it when we make corrections. And so this is also a very important perspective of quality. This perspective, this definition has two perspectives. Number one, from the developer's point of view, where we actually spend time on designing and developing the structure of the software in such a way that it helps people who are maintaining the software to maintain it rather easily. And the second perspective that is covered in this definition is clearly the perspective of those people who are going to maintain a software, who are going to make changes to the software when it's being in use. And so this is also a very important point of view from quality perspective, that the structure of the software should be such that it makes it easy for the people who are in the maintenance jobs to do their work easily. You have to remember that software maintenance is quite difficult in and of itself. And if the structure of the software is not supporting them, is not helping them, then this becomes even more difficult. So designers and developers have a very important responsibility in terms of the development of a structure which helps them, helps the maintainers, maintenance folks in achieving their goals. Let's look at another definition of software quality. This definition is effective customer support when problems do occur. This definition is from a perspective of the user services. Whenever the problems occur in software projects and the customer calls up the vendor and says, look, I'm having this difficulty, there is an error that I cannot understand, please guide me, please help me. The amount of time and the quality of service that the developer provides to the user is of paramount importance. And so one of the things that many buyers have in their mind when they are buying a product, whether that's a software product or a car or a mobile service or anything for that matter, would see if there is an after-sales service of that product. And when problems occur, and I said the problems will occur in software products, then how effectively the developer helps them in finding and fixing those errors. And so this is also a very important perspective of software quality. And so we have looked at different perspectives of software quality, and we'll look at the last one and conclude this discussion on software quality. You're looking at another perspective of software quality. It reads rapid repairs for defects, especially for high severity defects. تو اس ڈیفینیشن میں بھی آپ دیکھیں کہ یہ جو اس سے پچھلی ہم نے سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی کی ڈیفینیشن دیکھی تھی اس میں بھی اور اس ڈیفینیشن میں بھی یہ چیز کامن ہے کہ ڈیفیکٹس سامنے آئے ہیں یا ڈیٹیکٹ ہوئے ہیں اس وقت جب پروڈکٹ کسٹمر کے پاس یوز میں ہے، اور کتنی جلدی آپ یعنی کہ ڈیولپر ان ڈیفیکٹس کو ڈیٹیکٹ کر کے اور اس کو فکس کر دیتے ہیں، یہ بھی ایک بہت اہم پرسپیکٹو ہے. اور دس اسپیشلی اپلائز اف دی سیویرٹی آف ڈیفیکٹس از ہائی. اسی لیے آپ دیکھیں کہ جو پرابلمز آتی ہیں مثلاً آپریٹنگ سسٹمز میں یا بعض اور جو براؤزرز ہیں انٹرنیٹ کے، ان میں اگر کوئی سیکیورٹی کا لوپ ہول یا سیکورٹی کی پرابلم آتی ہے تو فوری طور پہ کمپنیز جو ہیں، ان کے وینڈرز جو ہیں، وہ اس کو فکس کر کے نوٹیفائی کر دیتے ہیں کہ یہ پیچ اویلیبل ہے، اس کو ڈاؤن لوڈ کر کے سیکورٹی ہول کو فکس کر لیں. تو اس سے ہمیں پتہ لگتا ہے کہ کمپنیز اپنے کسٹمرز کو سپورٹ کرنے میں آفٹر دا سیلز کتنی سیریس ہیں، اور نیچرلی اگر وہ اچھی سروس پرووائڈ کریں گی تو کسٹمرز جو ہیں وہ ان کی فردر پروڈکٹس، ان کی جو فیوچر پروڈکٹس ہیں، ان کو بھی خریدنے میں انٹرسٹ شو کریں گے. تو یہ ایک براڈ ڈسکشن ہم نے کی فرام ڈفرنٹ پرسپیکٹوز آن ہاؤ وی کین ڈیفائن سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی. اور اب اس بات کو یاد رکھ کریں جو میں نے کہی تھی کہ اٹ از ناٹ جسٹ پاسبل ٹو ڈیفائن سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی ان ون ورڈ اور ان ون سینٹینس. وی ہیو ٹو لک ایٹ فرام ڈفرنٹ پرسپیکٹوز. اب ہم ایک اور پرسپیکٹو سے دیکھتے ہیں. وی گو بیونڈ دی ایبسنس آف ڈیفیکٹس اور تھوڑی سی استھیٹکس کی بات کرتے ہیں کہ سافٹ ویئر کوالٹی ایسی پروڈکٹس کے ساتھ یا پروڈکٹس میں، ہائی کوالٹی پروڈکٹس میں ایک سینس آف بیوٹی ہونا چاہیے، سینس آف फिटनेस ऑफ पर्पस होना चाहिए कि क्या ये जो प्रोडक्ट है वो इस काम के लिए सूटेबल भी है कि नहीं. मसलन हमने रिक्वायरमेंट्स इंजीनियरिंग में मुख्तलिफ टूल्स की बात की थी. अगर आपने वो कोर्स नहीं भी पढ़ा तब भी आपके इल्म में होगा कि रिक्वायरमेंट्स को डॉक्यूमेंट करने के लिए बहुत सारे टूल्स अवेलेबल हैं. क्या हम उन टूल्स को डिज़ाइन को डॉक्यूमेंट करने के लिए भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं? शायद कर सकते हों, बट वुड दैट मेक सेंस? वुड दैट बी a fitness of purpose for that product? I don't think so. And so this is also another way of looking at the quality of software from beyond the absence of defects. We need to look at the sense of elegance on how the user interface is laid out, how the look and feel is associated with that product, and how that look and feel is associated with that domain. अब इसकी एक छोटी सी मिसाल आपको देता हूँ कि अगर आप स्टॉक मार्केट की बात करते हैं और स्टॉक मार्केट के सॉफ्टवेयर की बात करते हैं तो टिपिकली स्टॉक मार्केट का जो सॉफ्टवेयर है दैट वुड इंक्लूड सम सॉर्ट ऑफ टिकर जिसके अंदर लेफ्ट से राइट के ऊपर जो करंट स्टॉक प्राइसेस हैं वो मूव करें. दैट मेक्स लॉट ऑफ सेंस कि आपको एक नज़र डाल के पता लग जाए कि मुख्तलिफ कंपनीज़ के जो स्टॉक्स हैं उनकी करंट वैल्यू इस वक्त क्या है. दिस इज़ वेरी एलिगेंट. लेकिन अगर आप इस टिकर को रिमूव करके लेट्स से कि 1 by 1 एक कोने में स्क्रीन के एक कोने में दिखाएं कि इस वक्त इस कंपनी के स्टॉक की ये वैल्यू है, एंड you have to actually wait for a long time to see that the data is changing, would that be elegant or not? That is a question only a domain expert can really answer. And so we have to really look at quality from different perspectives, and we have to look at quality from the fitness, from the perspective of fitness of purpose for that application domain. Now, why is it important to have high quality software products? It is important because having high quality software products enables the developer, enables the vendor to reduce time to market for new products. It enhances market share compared to the direct competitors. It minimizes the scrap and rework expenses. It attracts good professionals. I would like to work in projects on products which are of high quality, and I'm sure you would like to do the same. You wouldn't want to be associated with products which are of low quality. No one wants that. And so for companies to invest in quality helps them keep good professionals. Also, it minimizes, that is, the having high quality software products minimizes the risk of serious litigation. As you know, the world economies are increasingly dependent on software. So therefore, if we depend on something and something goes wrong, there is a serious possibility that the developer of the software will be taken to the court. And this is increasingly happening in the industrialized world. Similarly, if a product fails while the companies and societies depend on these products, then there is a failure costs. Then there are operating failures, there are serious problems with that. For example, if an airline's booking software is down for some reason, sometimes the flights have to be cancelled. And that is a very difficult situation for the people who are trying to fly and have to get from one city to another because of one reason or the other. And similarly, high quality software products minimize the risks of bankruptcy or business failures, which may be attributed to poor quality software. And so as we depend more on automated products, as we depend more on software services, we really cannot afford to have poor quality software products or poor quality software services. Now, before I end this lecture, let me just introduce one more term, and that is the term assurance. Assurance means something to guarantee something. And so the complete term software quality assurance would mean that we assure, we guarantee that this software is of high quality. It is not of poor quality. In this course, we'll learn different processes, techniques and activities which will enable us, that is, the software professionals, to provide that guarantee to ourselves first and to our clients and customers in particular. We have to be sure first, we have to convince ourselves and our managers and our companies, and then we can convince our customers. Once we do that, we have a lifelong relationship with our customers. Let me read to you a very interesting quote by a very well-known researcher in our profession, Capus Jones. He says, for a software application to achieve high quality levels, it is necessary to begin upstream and ensure that intermediate deliverables and work products are also of high quality levels. This means that the entire process of software development must itself be focused on quality. How true is Capus Jones? So we will be focusing on all the aspects related to software quality in different activities in the software development lifecycle throughout this course. In today's lecture, we have only introduced what quality is and what software quality is from different perspectives. We have briefly touched on why we need quality, and in the coming lectures we'll explore software quality assurance in quite a bit of detail from all sorts of perspectives and all sorts of angles. So until next lecture, I urge you to read and think about ways of improving software quality in your applications, in your programs, in your assignments, and how you can incorporate these wonderful concepts in your own professional lives. Till then, Allah Hafiz. See you next time.